Hey everyone, welcome back to our channel DevTown. So in this today's video, we will learn about the for loops. As in the previous video, I have given you an overview of the what are loops and why we use loops, and I have to tell you that there are three types of loops: for, while, and nested loops. So now just simply start with the for loops, which is our first topic. Okay guys, now coming to the part. So for loop is used for iterating over a sequence that is either a list, a tuple, dictionary, set, or a string. Okay, so let me clarify you with this an example. Okay, in the easy word we would say that in a dictionary, tuple, or a list, so a condition is passed once. Okay, so let me clear you this thing with an example. Okay guys, suppose now I have a list of fruit. Just simply start with it. Yeah, first item is apple, suppose, and after that we have banana, and after that we have, guys, suppose cherry. So now what we are gonna do, how we can use for loops. Now for example, for x in range. Okay, so this is how we use for x in range. Okay guys, we have to change it to the fruits actually. Yeah guys, fruits. Okay, so now for x in fruit, print x. See guys, now it is giving us all the this list item in the form of a list. Okay, so what is doing, it is giving output for each and every like item in our this list. Okay, so this is for loop, so it will execute every item. Okay, and now for another example, it will be very much clear to you guys after this. For example, for x in, wait a second guys, in suppose banana, print x. Okay guys, wait a second, why it is giving an error? We have not given a semicolon here. Yeah, fine guys. Okay, wait a second. Okay, we are having a indentation error. We have to give a space. And now if I run, see guys, now all the elements of the banana is giving in the form of list. Okay, so this is how we execute the for loop. Okay, so now guys, I think that this thing is very much clear to you. So it is very simple. It is giving every, like, that is either a list, a tuple, dictionary. So it giving in a sequence. Okay, you can see the sequence is being followed. Every item is coming in a sequence. And now guys, in the loop there is also one break statement. Okay, so this is a very, guys, like, important topic. You will have to use this statement many times in your code if you are willing to learn the Python. Okay, now show me with an example. So guys, in simple word, it just break the like program running when the condition is satisfied. Okay, so now just coming to the very simple, so just apply the for loop here for x in fruit. Okay guys, okay, print x. Okay, see now if I print this, I'm getting all three animals. But what if I like have a condition now here with the break? So now we will use if here. If x is equal to banana. Okay, so now suppose I want to like execute this only till the banana. And now if wait a second guys, now and if I do the break statement here, now if I print this, okay, I'm getting an error. Actually I have to use this, yeah, expected indentation. See guys, now I am getting only apple and banana. So now what is happening in this code? So this code is running using the for loop. Okay, So for apple, when x is at the apple, it is giving apple. But now we have a condition, if x is equal to banana, like when the in condition the banana will be equal to x, the condition will be break. So it will not run the further code. Okay. So that's why cherry is not printed on the screen. You can see, guys. I hope, guys, that this thing is very much clear to you. Break statement and this if else statement, these are very simple, guys. I will tell you. And one more thing, guys, suppose if I cut it from here. Yeah, fine, guys. And now if I add this at the end and if I print this, okay. Okay, now guys, see, now I am getting the only the apple here. So now why I am getting this? Because I have applied this like loop, or we can say the break statement before the print. Okay, that's why we are getting the apple here. So this thing is very easy, guys. And now just start with the next part. Okay, guys, now there is one more like part we can use with the this for loop. So it is continue. Okay, so as it names define, so what is this continue used for? So when you are using this continue, so this stop the current iteration of the like this loop and start with the like next. Okay, so let me show you with an example. Let me copy this, guys. Yeah, fine. Now we have for x in fruit. Okay, guys, and if x equal to, now guys, what is happening here? So when we have like given the condition x is equal to banana, so when the condition is becoming true, so as a continue statement skips the current intention of the loop, so that's why we are not getting the banana here and getting the output as an apple and a cherry here. I hope, guys, that this thing is very much clear to you. Okay, guys, these continue, break, and for these are all very easy. You can just simply master it with a little bit of practice. You watch this video and do some practice in your own like compiler, okay, in your own code editor. So the everything will be very much clear to you, because until and unless you will not perform this operation with your hands in your PC, it will be very difficult for you. Okay. One time you have done this by your own, the thing will be very much clear. Now, guys, our next function for this for is the range. Okay, so guys, this is a very like major function, so this you have to focus on it. Okay, guys, so the range function returns a sequence of numbers starting from 0 by default and increments by 1. Okay, so it increments by 1 by default, and let me show you with the syntax how easy its syntax is, guys. Okay, so let me show you with the syntax. Suppose it is range, and in the range there is a start from where you want to start the range, and the stop till where you want the range, and there is also a step. Okay, like in how many intervals you want a step. Okay, so now let me just show you with an example so that everything would be very much clear to you guys. Okay, like for an example, guys, take this x is equal to range 6. Okay, as we are not giving the other value, so it will by default it will set it as a start. Okay, so the start of value will be 6 for n. Okay, guys, it is very easy thing, guys. There should be no issues while learning this. See, guys, now I am getting all the values 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, and one more thing. As I have told you that it's give a increment of by 1. So you can see that it is starting by 0, 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 5. Okay. I hope that this thing is very much clear. And now just see it with one more example. Now suppose I give now there is 3. Wait a second, guys. Okay, actually I have to write the number bigger than it. Okay, suppose now 10. Yeah, guys, see, now it is giving us a value from the 6 to 10. Okay, I hope, guys, that this thing is very much clear. Yeah, so now if I want to give the step also, suppose I given a step A, so it will give us a answer with the one, like, okay, so one would not affect it. Let us give it a 2. See, guys, now I am getting the like 6, and after that 7 is skipped, and we are getting the 8. Okay, so I hope that this thing is very much clear. Now let me change the value. Suppose we are starting for 1. See, guys, now I am getting 1 and 2 is missing, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so this is how the for loops work with these count, continue, range, break. Okay, and please subscribe to our channel, guys, DevTown.